All right, we're now ready to begin bringing in our course assets that we can use to style our application, as well as create our main layout file. So I'm just going to switch into Sublime here. And you should also have access to this assets folder. And this contains our CSS files inside of this CSS folder and our main layout file inside of the layouts folder. So I'm just going to copy the CSS folder. I'll switch into my sites directory, then into our CodeShare application and go into public, and I'll paste it in here. Now I'll just reopen that assets folder again. I'll copy our layouts folder. Let's switch back into our application, CodeShare. We'll go into app this time and then into views, and we'll paste the layouts in here. All right, so we now have our CSS files and our main layout file. We just need to tell our application to use that main layout file. So under app, controllers, let's open up our base controller.php file. And at the top, let's put a new protected property in here named layout. And we'll set this to layouts.main, which is that main layout file that we just put into our application. Now let's also take a look at that main layout. So under app, views, layouts, open up main.blade.php. As you can see, we just have some basic HTML in here. We're linking in the Twitter Bootstrap CSS file and the main CSS file that we brought in from our assets folder. And we're also linking in Google's Prettify, but we'll get into that later. Right below it, we have our navigation menu using some of the Twitter Bootstrap classes. Here we're just checking if we don't have a logged in user. If we do not have a logged in user, we create a couple links for them to sign up or sign in. If they are logged in, we give them a sign out link, and we also have a link to display that user's favorites. So logged in users will be able to mark snippets as favorites so that they can view them later if they would like. Currently, these links aren't going to work, but we'll fix that as we proceed through the course. Now below our navigation menu, we have a div here that we're using to just create an H1 heading. This is the name of the application, Tuts plus CodeShare. And then we just check if we have any flash messages to display. If so, we stick that inside of a paragraph and that'll get shown to the user. And then lastly, we make sure to display our content variable, which we'll be setting from our controllers. So that's it for our course assets and our main layout file. Next up, we'll begin working on building our user authentication system. So I'll see you in the next lesson.